Hey guys, it's Whitney Talks, talk show host of WhitneyTalks.tv. Today I'm interviewing young entrepreneur of Houston, Jordan Carter. Who is Jordan Carter and how is this young entrepreneur making moves in Houston?
So Jordan Carter, I am 20 years old. I'm from Lake Jackson, Texas, 288 South, about an hour, 20 minutes from here. Graduated from Brazelwood High School, top of my class, ran track, all that stuff. Graduated, went to TSU. I stayed on campus for a semester over at TSU. Wasn't really my taste, campus life. So 19, I got my first apartment in Spring. So I commuted from Spring to TSU for a while, and now I live in Spring. Still go to TSU, but I also work for a home builder now. So full-time there, full-time student, all that good stuff.
Wow, so you're making it happen.
Making it happen.
Working and full-time student.
Yeah.
So what are you majoring in at TSU?
Political science. So political science and a minor in administration of justice. At first I was like, I want to be a defense attorney. That really would make me happy. I love arguing. I love being right. And I love a challenge. So I was like, I want to be a defense attorney. And then I got the job I have now, which is a very career-like job. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna get my degree, of course. But I'll be at the position where I can do either one. So.
Right. Mm-hmm. So your position is very not demanding, but you just have to make sure you're in control.
Exactly.
And kind of independent. You have to, market your own self.
Exactly.
And build your brand the way you want it. So what drives you for your career?
For my career, a couple things. So my first thing was just always being prepared. You never know what's going to happen. You never know if your mom, dad, grandma, brother is going to need something. And you don't know if that's all, I could be the person that they need it from. And I would, I want to be the one to give it to them.
Right.
I may just need a vacation. That's what kind of drives me. And also just success means a lot to me. I do it for my family. So I love to hear that they're proud of me. So that drives me more than anything. You're proud of me? Oh, wait, I'm going to make you more proud. So that's kind
and to be so young and to be able to, achieve and go for that is amazing.
I want to retire early. So that plays into that too.
Absolutely. Retiring under 30.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so how did you get started with your job that you're doing now, and you also do event planning on the side as well, correct?
Right. So I was a waitress for 2 years, and that's good money. I don't knock any waitress. But I moved to Houston, and being a waitress in Houston is a little harder because there's restaurants everywhere.
Right.
And so I was like, I need something else. So I got referred to sort of like a temp agency where people sit in for new home sales professionals, kind of like a real estate agent, but a little bit different. So I did that for about 7-8 months, did my research and found out how much money those people were making that I was sitting in for, and was like, okay, hold up, I need to be doing this.
Absolutely.
So about 3-4 months later, I'm just setting out my resume for those months, and finally a couple builders bit, and I got interviewed, and I had one builder give me a chance. And when I say give me a chance, they gave me a chance because I was so underqualified. But I learned, and because I didn't want to disappoint, so I learned, and now my position is so much more than what it was whenever I started. At first, I was still kind of a sit-in. Now I do a lot of the marketing, and I help sell the home. So it's a lot of responsibility, but it makes me feel good that they trust me enough to handle such responsibility at such a young age.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing, and it gives you, just another stepping stone.
Exactly.
For your career for next. So event planning.
Mm-hmm.
You're planning this major fashion show that's coming up in Houston. You guys stay on the lookout.
Yes.
It's going to be July 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us about a little bit about the fashion show that's coming up.
Okay, so this Saturday, doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8:30. So I plan events. I can plan realtor brunches and lunches. I can do that in my sleep and make people come. You just have to learn how to make them come.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I want to try it outside of work. I want to try it and do it around people my age. I'm always around people that are older, always, you're a baby, this and that. But I want to do it around people my age. So one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I was scared people wouldn't come. Scared it just wouldn't work, and then scared people wouldn't trust me enough to participate. But
You made it
happen. I made it happen.
And the event's this Saturday.
It's Saturday.
So it's gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen no matter what. Even if I'm sitting there modeling by myself,
right? It's gonna happen. It has to go. So let's talk about a little bit about the event. The vendors that will be attending, participating.
Yes. So I have 10 vendors, and when I tell you, Whitney, I did good. Because I picked an amazing group of people. Everyone's so smart, so creative, and just so understanding and so patient, and they have such great ideas. So the vendors, Rocky Muse Boutique, Drip City Clothing, Gym Legend Apparel, Eager Ray Clothing. She actually hand makes all of her pieces.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let's see, Executive Society. They do bracelets, they do rings, they do necklaces.
They sound familiar, Executive Society.
They're amazing. Let's see who else. Bad Man Company. His stuff is really, really nice. One Life Clothing. Let's see, BMC Collection. I don't want to miss anyone. Let's see. Oh, Bazaar Living Clothing, and one more, and I don't want to forget them. Cloaks. See, I didn't forget you. So yeah, everyone is just so amazing. Everyone brings something different to the table. Like there's boutiques, there's jewelry, there's like a lot of streetwear, and it just fits. Everyone that's a millennial, there'll at least be one piece for them in the show that they'll be amazing. Like, oh, I like that.
That's amazing. So how many guests are we expecting?
About 100. About 100. So there may be more based on the speed of ticket sales and all the people that are like, I'm gonna buy at the door, but
right, you just never know.
Yeah, you never know.
That's amazing. I love events and getting prepared.
Exactly.
It's a lot getting prepared for it, but the outcome of it is amazing.
Yeah, actually planning it, I thought it was just gonna be stress, but it's actually been very therapeutic in a sense. Like trying things and they work, it's kind of like, okay, that worked. It's like a breath of fresh air. So it's been fun. Actually, I think when it's over, I'm gonna be sad.
I know, because you're gonna be like, oh,
now what am I
doing? So the process behind everything, behind the scenes of working with the designers and getting the models, how is it?
So I picked 8 models. I had kind of a hard time picking models because I just wanted the right look, and I didn't want anyone that was too close to me. I didn't want too many people that I knew personally, just because I didn't want anything that's expected, if that makes sense. So I picked models. There's some from Houston, there's some from down where I'm from in Lake Jackson, so it's a broad, no one really knew each other, and that's what I wanted.
That's perfect.
I wanted people to meet people. Vendors, I picked vendor. I'm the biggest creep on Instagram. So hashtags, who you're following, just looking at photographers and seeing whose clothing they've photographed. The first vendors I picked, they hashtagged their stuff, and I let them know, that's, y'all did it right, because that's the first step to Instagram marketing is hashtagging, because that's how people find. That's how I find everything. So those were the first people I picked, and some people, I had quite a few people reach out to me. And then last minute, I had a few people, you have people that drop out. There's things that happen, stuff like that. And so I needed some last minute brands, but I wasn't going to settle. So my last couple brands, everyone is amazing. Everyone has impressed me to a degree that is just, everyone's just amazing.
That's great. That's amazing. So y'all had dress rehearsal yesterday.
Dress rehearsal was yesterday. I had to make an announcement. Okay, there's going to be kinks, but just be patient with me. But it was so fun. It was so fun watching all the models try everything on, and they were feeling themselves, and then you can tell the designers get happy when they see their product walk down the runway. There are still kinks to this point, but I think everything will work itself out the day of the show. We'll have other run-throughs. But once, an idea on paper is one thing, but once you actually bring it to life, which is what we did yesterday, it's amazing. You get chills.
You don't even realize how much you can accomplish until you see it out, you know? So the day of the event, when you see, everyone's having a good time and networking and mingling, and things are being sold from the designers, that's when you can sit back and be like,
probably cry.
Yes, a tear is going to get me fall. You're going to be like, I did this and I made it happen.
Absolutely. And when people tell me that they think I'm doing a good job, the reassurance feels really, really good, because they do know I've never done this before, and the fact that they trust me is very important to me. So.
Right, that's everything. So you're really good at marketing, clearly.
Yes.
Putting this event together. What are your top 5 marketing skills?
So top 5 marketing skills, things that I've learned that actually work. So the first one, this goes for everybody. Everybody likes free stuff. So even if it's just something small, like a giveaway a month, say you're a vendor and you do t-shirts, I'm going to give away a t-shirt a month. Retweet this and follow me, and I'll pick it random. That's going to gain you followers and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So we're doing a couple giveaways. The main one is $100 for the best dressed person that comes to the show. Yeah,
that's great.
That's my number one. Always just try to do a giveaway here and there, because you're going to gain followers that are going to stick with you and see your portfolio basically from here on out. Second would probably be the more traditional way. Always had flyers, signs, advertising, like even the car magnets. I was like, man, I should have got a car magnet.
Yes, I know, girl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any kind of way you get
exactly,
people
because people are nosy. I'm nosy, so it's like
they look
exactly. So that's always flyers are never, because we handed out like the little postcard things, and the next day the guys we handed postcards out, I recognized them. They bought tickets. So you just never know who's gonna purchase. Other effective marketing, of course, social media marketing, hashtag. Go to events, network. If you go to someone else's stuff, they're gonna go to your stuff. Don't not go to other people's events and then expect them to. Oh, they didn't go to my stuff, so I'm definitely gonna go to theirs. So you have to get to know people. You have to get to know people. And then I think my last one was attack multiple audiences. Like, yes, this show is geared towards millennials, but I told my grandma, I told my grandma's friends, I told my mom, I told my uncles, I told my aunts.
You just never
because you don't know who they're gonna tell.
Right, exactly.
So you have to make sure, yes, your event may be geared towards one audience, but you have to make sure you let everyone know in a certain way.
Exactly. Right. Just open for all platforms.
Exactly.
And building connections.
Very important. I've met so many amazing people that I'm probably going to be in contact with for the rest of my life, because they're amazing, and I'll need them for something.
You never know who you might need in the long run. So it's always good to build strong connections.
Yes.
Okay, so I know you're a student, full-time employee.
Yes.
And you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
How do you manage to do all?
It is so hard. It is so hard. Some days I just wake up and I'm like, what am I doing?
I know, like you just like you need to get your life.
Yes, but I think of it like this. If I stack my plate now, anything that comes my way later will be like a piece of cake. Like if I have 3 kids and they're all sick but have school and I have work and then they have soccer games, I'll be like, okay, cool, whatever, I'll figure it out. It'll be easy, you know? So if I do it now and like not stress myself out now, but just,
Yeah. Manage it
now,
then gotta manage
life will be so easy later.
And knock it out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you're so young and already knocking things out.
Knocking it out, yes.
So imagine 10 years from now, you got it. Whatever comes on your plate, it's literally a piece of cake. Okay, so social media is a big deal.
It is.
And it's great for marketing, advertising. How do you navigate social media in your business, like collabing the two together?
So I do everything starts on social media. Everything. You have to make sure you have all platforms. I do not have a personal social. Like I have personal social media, but I don't have a separate one for my brand. And everyone may feel different about this, but I have it that way because I feel like people should know me and be comfortable with me, and I don't want to have to build another follower base rather than the one that I have.
I understand.
So eventually, I will have a website, an event planning website, once I have more content. And go that way, but it's very important. Like on Twitter, you can retweet yourself, so that's very important.
Yes,
so
love that new guy.
Retweet yourself on Twitter, Instagram, hashtag, Snapchat constantly. You have
always
Snapchat is very important. That's probably one of. I think Twitter may be top for social media marketing, but I think Snapchat is a close second. Just because you slide up, what are you doing? Where are you at?
Yeah, literally, and everyone's constantly on Snap. Constantly watching your snaps.
Exactly.
Snapping back and forth. Exactly.
Snapchat's very important. And Facebook, I don't know if this is true for everyone, but Facebook is kind of more, I have more of my family on Facebook. So
yeah, it's starting to get more of a family-oriented base.
But they make it really easy to post events and things like that. So yeah, social media is very important. I don't separate the two. But I will have a website soon.
Be on the lookout, you guys. Jordan Carter. Okay, so attending networking events. I personally met you at my event. It was amazing. So how is that such a a good connection with building relationships?
It's very important because, like I said, you can't have something and then don't go to someone else's event that they work just as hard on,
Yes.
and then expect them to come to yours. So I met so many amazing people at your event that I invited out to mine, and I met you, and so we're able to, so it's going to other people's events is very important. Like, it can make or break what you're trying to do, honestly. That's what I believe.
Absolutely. You never know who you might run into.
Exactly.
And who you can build and, network with.
Exactly.
So it's always great. Okay, so let's talk about the concept of the whole event, the fashion show that's coming up.
Okay, so first, I love fashion. I'm thrifty. I'm the thrift clearance queen. I can't see very well, but I can see a clearance from like a mile away. So I've gotten really good at that. I kind of go back and forth. Like, I'm dressy, corporate, but then I can do streetwear any day of the week. So I love that. But I think really the meaning behind the fashion show is these vendors are so inspiring. I'm really shy. I'm really quiet. So I was like, I need to get out of my shell. And I had an issue with kind of like believing in myself. Do you know how much these people had to believe in their vision and in their brand to invest all their time and their money in a product that's amazing, but they don't know how other people are going to react to it yet.
Right.
But they believed in themselves and they did it anyway.
Absolutely.
I think that's what this is about to me, because there's people that aren't confident. There's beautiful girls that aren't confident. There's guys that aren't confident. And I think with everyone around each other, gassing each other up, I think it's just going to be one major event for the people that are in their 20s, early 30s, to just feel good and feel inspired. I just want someone else to see, oh, they started their own brand and I've had ideas, so let me start my brand.
Right.
That's what that's about to me.
That's great. And I mean, you never know who's watching and who's on the lookout.
Exactly.
Who might come to an event that has the same,
exactly.
inspiration behind it. They just need that push
Exactly.
and a little motivation.
Exactly.
You never know.
They're going to see, I'm 20. And I'm doing this, and the designers are all around my age. Anybody that's coming can do it, and I just want everyone to feel like you can do it. And if anybody says that you can't do it, then you need new friends.
Absolutely. Gain them, definitely need new friends. So the process behind the event, we basically talked about, gaining the vendors, the models, and everything. So picking venues. Picking venues in Houston can be very challenging. Tell me about it.
So I'm not going to say I made a mistake, but okay, so I looked at 2 venues. The first one, I almost got it, but there was an issue with age, people coming in, everyone had to be a certain age. And so I was like, I'm not going to do that to myself because I don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
Exactly.
You never know.
So I was getting ready to sign the contract on that venue, and I read that, and I was like, oh man, okay. So I was like, I need to do this fast, because Saturdays book up really fast. And I booked the venue in April, but still Saturdays book up very fast. So I am Googling and just trying to find a space, not too small, not too big, because I don't know what the turnout's going to be. And I came across Ronan Art House, and it fits my vision.
It fits
like
the fashion show.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, that's a good venue for fashion show.
It is very nice because it's long like a runway. It's very rustic and contemporary. And there's a bar, so that's good. Yeah,
always good for open bar. Okay, so what do you expect from the event?
I think I may have said this. I want everyone to meet at least one person. That's very important to me. I want everyone to have fun and be comfortable. Sometimes you go to events and it's weird. Like, you feel weird. You don't feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you can let loose. I want everyone to feel that way. And I want the vendors to be successful. And I want the models to work it. They impressed me yesterday. I was like, y'all practice in y'all's rooms.
Right.
Because they look good. So I want that. And I also want like a BET Awards type of feel. Yeah.
I definitely feel that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Because people are like, what's the attire? What would you wear to the BET Awards?
They're definitely going to show up and show out for that $100 prize for best dress. So, honey, you'll get it.
So I'm going to can I tell them how it's kind of going to go?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys will be judged. I'm not going to tell you who's judging you, but there will be 5 people narrowed down based on what they have on. The top 5 best dressed people in the venue. That's still an honor to be the 5, top 5. Y'all are going to walk the runway, and the crowd is going to decide, based on audience participation, who's the best dressed person in attendance. and then there's your $100.
Yes. So this is an event you don't want to miss in Houston.
You don't. It's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be everything. Definitely BET vibes in Houston.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna bring that to the H-Town. And be on the lookout. Jordan, where can we stay up to date on everything on your social handles?
On my social handles. So, well, first you can go to Eventbrite and type in the show, Millennial Merch Fashion Show. It'll pop right up. My handles, they're my middle names, so I can spell them for you guys. Okay, so it's Borise Chantel, BORISECHANTEL. That's Instagram and that's Twitter. And then you can just type in on Facebook, you just type in the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jordan Borise Chantel Carter on Facebook, I'll pop right up.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for tuning in to WhitneyTalks.tv, and y'all be on the lookout for this amazing fashion show in Houston.
My name's Jordan Carter, and you're tuned in to WhitneyTalks.tv.